Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, and in this video we are going to learn how to create and run macros in Excel. So basically macro is a recording tool that records your steps, whatever you perform in Excel, and then you can save it in a macro enabled file and you can play it as many times as you want. So these are some points that you should always remember. So here I have a data for the month of January where the formatting is not clear and it's not in a perfect format. And here also I have a date of February. I have a date of February which is also not in a proper format. So here I will record macros for my January data so that I can perform the same action in the month of February also. So first of all, before creating any macro, you just need to turn on your developer tab in Excel. So for getting this developer tab, you just need to go to File and then from here go to More and Options. And then from here go to Customize Ribbon. And then from this tab, simply tick on Developer and then press OK. So this is how you can get your developer tab in Excel. Now for recording your macro. So here I will use record macro, and after that a dialog box will appear. Here you just need to give a name to your macro, like I'm giving formatting data. Always remember that there should not be any space in between your macro name. You can use a underscore, but there should not be any space in between your data. Now if you want to give it a shortcut key, you can also give it. And now in description you can type anything, whatever you have done in this macro, like and now after providing all the details, simply press OK. Now here as you can see that instead of record macro, it is showing that stop recording. So it means that your macro has started recording your steps. So now let's perform our steps. So here as you can see that I have serial number, then names. So here I want the first name and last name in different rows. So for this, first of all, I will insert a row and then I will change its heading to first name and last name. Now simply select all the names and then go to data. And from here, you can select text to columns and next. Here I will use space and then next and then finish. So here as you can see that my first name and my last name are separated. Now this is the date of opening. And now here I want my date of opening in the second column. So simply select that column and then press Ctrl X and then select your B column and then press Ctrl plus key. I want my amount deposited in a decimal format. So you can go to Home tab and then from here you can select this comma. Now I want to give a border to my table. Now I want the auto fit column width. So simply select your data and then do it like this. Now if you want to bold your headings, you can do it like this. I want to increase its size. So this is how my data will look like after formatting. And now again go to developer tab and then from here simply click on stop recording. Now if I go to macros, so here as you can see that my macro is recorded. So here as you can see that this is my February data, which is also not in a proper format. It is same like January. Now for providing the same format as of January, I will again go to developer tab, and then from here I will select macros, and then from here simply select your formatting data and then click on run. So here as you can see that in a fraction of seconds my data is converted into a proper readable format which is same as January. So here as you can see that this is my January data which is in a proper format, and this is my February data which is in a same format as of January, and it is in a proper readable format. So this is how you can use macros in Excel. Now for saving this file, you just need to go to file, and then from here select save as. And in your save as type, from here you just need to select this one, Excel macro enabled workbook, and then save it. So this is how you can create, run and save your macros in Excel. Now the next step is that if you want to create a macro template, then you can do it like this. Like here in my example, I have my CSV file in local disk C in a folder which is named as account opening data. And I want to create a macro enabled template with this data, because here you are updating your data every time, like it's a data of January. Now when you will get your data for February, then you will add your February data in this folder again. First of all, go to developer tab, and then from here you can select record macro and give your macro a name. I'm giving it as import data, and then so this is how I have given some name to my macro and the description, and then press OK. So now my macro has started recording my steps. Now go to data tab, and then from here select text/CSV, because here I have my CSV file. My CSV file is located in local disk C, and now I am opening this file. Simply click on import. So this is how your CSV file will look like when you import it in Excel. Now simply click on load. So this is how your data will look like when you import your file in Excel. And now from here I am removing my query and connections. Now if you don't like the design of this table, you can simply remove it by going to design tab. And here also I want my first name and last name in different cells. So first of all I am inserting a column. Now select your names. Then I will select text to columns and then space. And now I will change the headings. Now I will give a proper format to my data. I'm applying borders. And now I want to increase its size. Change the font type. So this is how my data will look like after proper formatting. Now I will go to developer tab and then stop recording. And now if you want this Excel workbook as a macro enabled template, then I am deleting this data. And then I am saving this file as a macro enabled template. Now if I again open my macro enabled template, I first of all I need to enable content, And then if I go to my developer tab, and then in macros, I'm selecting my import data macro and then run. So this is how your data will look like. Now if you want to add some more data in your CSV file and then you want that particular data in this workbook, then you just need to go to your CSV file. So this is my CSV file, and then simply make some changes in your CSV file and then again save it. And so now I have made some changes in my CSV file. Let's see how can we see that changes in this macro enabled template. You just need to go to design tab and then from here go to refresh. So here as you can see that when I have refreshed my data, so this is how my data will look like. I have 10 more datas added, 10 more entries added in my data, and it is in a proper format which I have chosen for the entries till 11. So this is how you can refresh your data. Now if you have your data in a text format, in a text document like this format, so this is how my data looks like in a text format. Now if you want this data to be imported in Excel in a proper format, then also you can use macros like previously we have used. Hope you will like this video and thank you for watching.